more and more these stories come out about children, innocent little children, being neglected by their parents, being neglected by their mothers, and they end up being dead at the hands of their good for nothing boyfriend, savages who let these and this just got to stop. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna play the news clips. I got a couple of news stories to play, and I'm gonna be back, and then we're gonna just let loose.
Todd, little Aliyah's dad and stepmom say that when they gave the child to her mother on Friday, she was fine. Then just 24 hours later, police were responding to this apartment complex behind me, and they were living their worst nightmare. A family gathered outside of a funeral home.
She was a beautiful, loving, kind baby.
Grieving the loss of 3-year-old Aliyah Cameron.
It doesn't feel real to me. My daughter is gone.
She just celebrated her 3rd birthday, adored Minnie Mouse, and loved her baby sister.
This should have never happened. Why? That's all we want to know. Why? To an innocent baby.
Aliyah's dad, Yashim, says she was fine when they gave her to her mom Friday night. Then Saturday night, a call from Aliyah's mom, Malaysia Daniels.
She was pretty much just telling me like something happened to my daughter, but not telling me the full story.
The coroner's office says the baby died from multiple blunt force injuries, and it has been ruled a homicide. Metro says the child's mother was home, but she believed her daughter was sleeping. After interviewing Malaysia's boyfriend, he was taken into custody. 21-year-old Scarlett has been booked on suspicion of murder and child abuse. But this little girl's father still wants answers.
Nobody knows what happened to my daughter. All I want is justice for my daughter and peace. That's it.
And he's vowing to make sure the truth is uncovered.
Aliyah Faith Lee Cameron. That name gonna live on forever, I promise you.
Now, Yashim and his wife say this is not the first time little Aliyah was injured while in her mother's care. Coming up tonight at 6, I will have the story about a previous incident in 2017 and why they think their daughter's death could have been prevented if better action had been taken in the past. Reporting
that did it. You're on the media bashing me like I was at home.
Police took 21-year-old Scarlett into custody under suspicion of murder and child abuse. The Clark County coroner says the cause of death, multiple blunt force injuries. Malaysia says she left Aliyah with Dinagio while she went to work. Now, your boyfriend, he was charged with her death. Do you have any idea what could happen?
I don't know what could have happened, man. I didn't think he was the type of person that had any anger. I could defend him. I hate him.
Malaysia is defending her own parenting. 13 Action News obtained this document from the Clark County Department of Family Services, stating in November of 2017, Aliyah was removed from her care for protection and allegations of abuse and neglect.
Yes, she was placed with my child's father. Okay, she was placed with I went through classes and I went through everything.
And that father now wishes Malaysia had never regained partial custody and wants to know what happened to the little girl.
All I want is justice for my daughter and peace. That's it.
Child abuse remains a difficult topic in Southern Nevada. Just last month, UMC Children's Hospital recorded a 29% increase in fatalities relating to child abuse in patients from 2017 to 2018. UMC also says the number of abuse-related fatalities increased by 200% when compared to figures from 2016. Austin Carter, 13 Action News.
All the time I hear stories on the news like this, and it's just upsetting that you have, little girls and little young boys, toddlers put in this situation where their mother or their father bring them in the situation, bring them around women, bring them their babies around other men, and they end up getting killed, beaten to death, burned to death, bruises all over their body. This happens all the time. And it's just getting tiresome. It's getting tiresome at this point. Because number one, why would you put your child in a dangerous situation? Why would you do that? And then she says, well, I didn't think he would do it. I'm upset at him. I can't defend him. That means you want to defend him in this situation. How can you stay with somebody that's going to abuse your child? And then they had another incident back in 2017. This is about 2 years ago that of child neglect. So this is not the first time that it happens. And she says she's taking parenting class. You know what? Let me tell you something. Some people should not have kids. They should not have kids because they're not ready to bear the responsibility of having kids. You have a lot of young women, young girls out there today having babies at 18, 19, 20 years old and is not ready to be a mom because they still want to go out there, they want to run the streets, they want to neglect the responsibilities of taking care of a child. Okay, some women are more worried about having a man around than taking care of their baby. At the end of the day, your first priority should come for that child, not some man. A man is the last thing you need to worry about. Your child is the one you need to worry about. And if you feel as though you can't take care of kids and you don't want to be bothered with them, then don't have kids. Use protection. Use birth control. There's plenty of birth controls out there. Use it. We don't want to use it. We want to sit here and we want to make excuses. Well, I need a man and I need to live my life. Yeah, you need to live your life. Now your child is dead. And that woman should be held accountable, at least bear some responsibility that that child died. Because that child died on your watch. What's wrong with leaving that child with the baby's father? The baby's father looked stable. He had a stable household. He was married. But you leave him with a savage, no good. And it's the problem. It's not even leaving it with a man. It's leaving it with somebody like that. Somebody that is no good, a savage, a lowlife, that goes out there and hurts little kids. You don't know what these men do. You don't know if these men go out there and molest them, rape them, physically assault them. You don't know. But you're more worried about sleeping with a man than taking care of your kids. And this is the problem. Some of y'all can't live without a man. Some of you can't live without a woman. Y'all need somebody. Y'all need companionship. Y'all too lonely. Y'all scared to be alone. The bottom line is that child did not ask to be here. That child did not ask to be born. When you made a choice, when you decide to get in bed with somebody and unprotected, you got pregnant. The moment you got pregnant, your life changed. Your life is responsible for that kid. It doesn't matter if you're single or not. Yeah, you're not going to be able to go out to parties. You're not going to be able to hang out with your friends like that. You're a mother. And you wonder why these kids are screwed up when they get older, when they get in their late teens, early 20s. Their life is so screwed up because they have the women bring outside men around, have them do all types of stuff to them, and they all messed up. I'm sorry. Certain people should not have kids. And it's a shame because you have some good people out there that is trying so hard to have kids. Trying. And they're having a hard time having them. But you have people out there, they can pop out kids like it's nothing, but they can't take care of them. They can't give them a stable home. They leaving them with people out there that's going to do harm to them. And then the first thing you say is, oh, I don't know why everybody's getting on me. Why everybody attacking me? You left her with a savage. You left her with a lowlife. And you knew what he was about. And you act like you didn't know this was going to happen? And then you have the defenders and the apologists coming out here and saying, well, it's not right to sit there and trash a woman like that. It's not right. She's doing the best she can. No. When you have a kid, you are supposed to go all out and make sure your kid is protected. I understand you have to go to work. I understand you got to make money. I get all that. But at the end of the day, your responsibility is that kid. That mother failed her child. Her child is dead. And she's not in mourning. She's worrying about people criticizing her parenting skills. I'm telling y'all, some of y'all people got your priorities so messed up, it's not even funny. But then if I say something about it, or if any, black YouTuber with common sense and logic and intelligence speaks out against this, you're labeled a sellout, you're labeled a quote unquote coon. That's what you're labeled. But all everybody want to talk about on YouTube is white supremacy, interracial dating, who's dating who's dating what, who cares? If they happy, let them be happy. Y'all talking about meaningless issues, y'all just being petty instead of talking about the real issues out here. But nobody wants to talk about that. And then some of y'all will blame, oh, it's white supremacy. No, it's not white supremacy. This has nothing to do with what racism. This was a ignorant woman. I'm not gonna call her dumb. I'm not gonna call her stupid, but that's what it is. But I'm gonna be kind right now. It's an ignorant woman that did not put her priorities first, and she did not put her child first. She put a man before that child and left that child with a stranger instead of leaving it with the father. Bottom line, stop leaving your kids with men that you barely know, that you just met yesterday. Why would you do it? And then you'll get mad if somebody calls you out on it. Beautiful young girl taken, 3 years old, horrible death. And then you had another situation. This guy told Quanell X that he killed her and left her somewhere in Arkansas. So I forgot where he left her there. Another situation. But y'all so worried about trying to please some man, trying to be with some man instead of taking care of your kids. The bottom line is, if you're not ready for that responsibility, don't have kids. Use protection. Because if you get pregnant, you're going to have to take care of that kid until they're at least 18. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel.